This protein bagel with everything bagel seasoning is an absolute game changer. I cannot emphasize enough how delicious it is. The recipe is simple yet effective. To start, I add half a cup of yogurt and 1 cup of cottage cheese to a blender and blend until it reaches a creamy texture. This step is crucial as it provides the base for the rest of the ingredients. Moving on to the remaining ingredients, I add 1/8 of a cup of flaxseed, half a tablespoon of baking powder, 3/4 cup of egg white powder, 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk, and 1 egg white. And finally, the protein cream, and mix everything until it's well combined. The mixture should be smooth and free of lumps. Now, if you don't have a bagel mold, don't worry. You can use the smallest container you have to shape the hole. However, be warned that the size of the hole will vary depending on the size of the container. For example, I used a ramekin in my first attempt, and the bagel hole turned out too big. So, on an oiled baking sheet, I tried to mold the bagels into as round a shape as possible. I must admit, it wasn't the easiest task under the sun, but I managed to make it happen. Finally, the bagels go into the oven at 375 Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Once the bagels are in the oven, you will notice that the everything bagel seasoning starts to release its flavor and aroma. I must admit, resisting the temptation to open the oven door wasn't easy. After taking the bagels out of the oven, I let them cool for a few minutes before slicing them in half. This will prevent the cream cheese from melting too much and make it easier to spread. So there you have it, a simple yet foolproof recipe for delicious everything bagels that will make you the envy of your friends and family. Once you try this recipe, you won't settle for anything less. Cream cheese, anyone?